Here's my bachelor's degree from 2018, and it has the magna cum laude honors on it. I spent about 4.5 years on it. I did it all online and estimated it saved about $15,000 in travel cost for doing it online versus going up there. If you figure in vehicle depreciation, gas costs, and opportunity costs, like I could have been working during that time instead of traveling. So it saved a lot of money by doing it online. This is the associate's degree. I got this first online for about 2 years, and then this was the continuation of that, which this was about 2.5 years. So combined, it was to get this, it ended up being 4.5 years. So, but I've studied about probably 5 to 7 times that much besides the bachelor's degree and just independent study. And here's just a few books, just a low amount of stuff that I've studied since then. All these books have been completely read through, and it's a pretty cool book, Neural Networks. And this is, as you can see, YouTube. So anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around, see pointer, the books. There's a bunch of them. A lot of them are artificial intelligence. There's that one, and artificial intelligence and computers. It's computers, that's computer. That's a pretty cool book. And computer stuff, electronics, neural networks. And these are a bunch of business books that I've read. I've read those books. I read all these books. And these are a bunch of leadership and self-help and those kind of books. And, well, you can see the variety. And here's more leadership type books. And nearly every one of these features Stephen Covey or one of his children. And he had 9 kids, or one of his, sons or daughters. Like, this book was written by one of his sons. This was written by the same one. This was written by a different one. And this was written by the same as, or these two are written by the same as this. And so there's a lot of books to do with him. Then there's, Dave Ramsey, and a bunch of finance and random type books. And this is particularly interesting. It tells a bunch of mental models, which are ideas, like the big ideas from different disciplines such as economics, finance, psychology, physics, etc. And this guy, he's Warren Buffett's partner. He lived to 99 years old, and he's super wise. And he was saying there's not enough time to study every subject and master it. There's not enough time to master every subject. So what he did was he would get the key points from the different subjects and use those to filter ideas through to make decisions. It's super useful. And there's some more books. There's some biographies in there. And as you can see right here, there's a lot of computer books. Starting right here, it's Arduino, Python. What do you know, Python? This is how to use computer concepts for ways of thinking. And this is for AI. Hey, what do you know? AI. And these are science and technology books. There's Neil deGrasse Tyson, written by him. This is actually Nikola Tesla's autobiography that he wrote about himself. And it's because of Nikola Tesla that we have electricity. He invented the 3-phase alternating current generator, and that's what's used, or something similar to it is what's used in power plants, and that's where we get our power from. Then this is by Brian Greene. You may have heard of him, and teaches about string theory. This is Steve Jobs' biography by Walter Isaacson. It's a pretty big book. This is This is a book by Scott Galloway called The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. And it's a pretty interesting book. There's a book about Musk and about how you build technology stuff. And then I know he says controversial things and stuff like that, but the technology stuff's pretty cool though. So yeah, that's some of the things. And these are just, when I was younger, I got a yellow belt in Taekwondo, and I think later I got a green belt in Jiu-Jitsu. This is for 10 years working at a grocery store where I used to work. And so anyway, there's some of the stuff. And I've studied way, 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 way more than this. I've calculated that if I were to convert all the YouTube videos that I've studied, like for actual, educational study, and all the things that I've read on the internet, like articles and stuff like that for studying, if you convert all that to books, it would cover this whole room's walls. I estimate that I've studied around 30,000 hours in the past 18 or more years. I'm 37 years old right now, so I study, pretty big amount. So I make technology and stuff like that too. So anyways, just an introduction, and hope it's inspirational to people, and it's knowledge is super useful, and even just for the joy of being able to, look at a computer and see how it works, or look at a light such as this one. It was probably like $20 light, but it's pretty cool. And know the physics, the invisible stuff of how it's working, and like the electrons flowing through, and they're excited, and then they drop down and they emit photons, which is light, in specific wavelengths. And our eyes interpret that and sends the red, green, and blue signals through the optic nerve to the back of the brain, where the primary visual cortex is located, and that translates eventually into, hey, there's a light. So anyway, that's it's just really cool how the universe works. So anyway, if you have any suggestions for future videos, or if you like this, just leave a comment and click like and subscribe for more videos, and just let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye. Wish you all the best.